Hey, it's Dr. Simeon Roger, and welcome back to the video series 18 Things That Peak Performing People Do Differently Than You Do. And today we're going to talk about inner harmony. Yes, peak performing people prioritize their inner emotional mental harmony. And before you click away and think that's too new agey for you, consider the following. You are always under the influence of the people around you and the mental emotional currents that they exude. You are always under that influence. You're also under the influence of the interpretations that you have habitually given to different types of events. Now, peak performing people are well aware of this, and they're not willing to surrender their inner mood to any of this. Why? Because mood is the basis of mindset. Mindset is the basis of peak performance, and peak performance is the basis of success. So why surrender your inner jewels, if you will, to all of this mess around you? And it's so easy to do, isn't it? It's so easy to do. The thing is, it's only a mental habit. Surrendering to the influence of everything around you is only a mental habit. It's simply a mental habit you haven't been educated out of, or no one's pointed it out to you, perhaps. Now, how do you do this? Well, first of all, you make a deliberate decision. From this moment on, I will not surrender my inner mood to what's going on around me. Now, of course, that's obviously going to be a little bit more difficult to execute than it is to say, naturally. But think of emotional mental influence as a visible current. Imagine that the mental and emotional influence radiated by the people around you, like let's say you're in the workplace, you're surrounded by lots of people. Think of that, think of their orientation, their mental emotional orientation as a current, as a visible current, as something you can see. Now, that current can go two ways, obviously. Either that current will overwhelm you and their negativity will become yours, but what if it could go the other way? What if that current could flow the other way? What if you could habitually see it flowing the other way? What if your positive orientation, your positive outlook could influence them? What if it could go that way? Well, it can. It's simply a decision again. And the obvious objection, of course, is, oh, but all the issues I see in the workplace, for example, all the issues, the dysfunction, the stupidity, it's all real. We've got to fix it. Well, okay, you've got to fix it, but it's a cognitive trap to believe that you are going to fix it by descending to the same level, the same mental and emotional level that created all that dysfunction. It's not going to happen. So one of the other ways that peak performing people take care of their inner mood and preserve it from outside influences is that they're very careful about what they consume, right? Which means they don't watch the news all the time like you do. No, they don't. Because why? Because, as you know, most news is bad news and is deliberately there to manipulate you, to create strong negative emotions, usually fear and others. And these are emotions you don't want. You don't want to be emotionally manipulated. Now, when we talk about emotional manipulation through things like the news, we're not talking here about some big conspiracy theory. It's very simple. It's simply a matter of ratings. Look, this is how this stuff is presented. It's clickbait with capital letters because we humans, well, we go for it. We want to be emotionally manipulated in a sense. We click on, oh, it's a scary story, or you have to know about what's coming up, or whatever. We buy into this. And it's not just the news, it's also entertainment. A lot of entertainment is there to emotionally manipulate you. Now, sometimes it gets you into a very positive emotional space, which is great, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's dragging you into feelings of anger and rage and revenge and whatever. And it's deliberately designed to do that. So peak performing people are careful about what they consume. So don't surrender your inner mood under any circumstances. Simply make that deliberate decision right now. So if you want more content like this to up your game, then be sure to like and subscribe. And if we're having a webinar in the next week or two, that's going to be down below in the description. Be sure to grab a seat, and we'll see you next time. I'm Dr. Simeon Roger. Have a wonderful day.